So today we're going to go over all of the top 10 mechanics that got me into Grand Champion. Some of them you might know, some of them you definitely will not know and you will learn for the first time, so stick around until the end to see them all. Master these and I promise you will rank up, so let's get right into it. The first shot that you need to learn is the purple shot. Now you likely have seen this before, but I want to cover it because it's incredibly important and I'm going to teach you the best way to use it. So first of all, to do the purple shot, get all four wheels on the ball and then jump as soon as all four wheels touch the ball. That's all you have to do. In the air, it kind of looks like this. You're up here, and then press A, and you've got a purple shot. Now the reason this is important is not because you've hit a really stylish shot that looks cool, but because of the way it helps you recover, especially in 1v1s. When you're here and you hit a purple shot, your car goes backwards, allowing you to stay in the back side of the field right after you hit it. This is a great recovery technique and allows you to follow up the shot later, and that is why purple shots are so important, especially in 1v1s. The next shot that you need to learn is a Wavedash. Now you might already know this from regular Rocket League, but a Wavedash is when you flip back into the ground and cancel your flip. You might be wondering what the use is in Sideswipe, and I'm about to explain it. When you're challenging the ball, it's very easy to just flip into the ball like that, but the issue is the ball stays flat in the ground and never chips upward. A Wavedash allows you to chip the ball upwards while still getting your flip back. Now, you can also chip the ball just by driving into it, and that would be one method. The advantage of a Wavedash is it fakes your opponent out before hitting the chip shot. This allows you to chip the ball over your opponent's head and still make a really solid shot. So mix in a Wavedash here and there, especially in 1v1s, and you might catch your opponent off guard. Alright, moving on to the next shot. This is the gold shot. Now, in a lot of ways, this is similar to the purple shot, except the difference is that you're going to hit it with the butt of your car rather than all four wheels. So the back of your car is going to make contact, and then you backflip as soon as you touch it. That is all you have to do a gold shot. There's some confusion out there that it's a musty flick or something, but literally all you have to do is hit it with the back of your car and then backflip, and you've got a gold shot. The reason the gold shot is so important, maybe even more than the purple shot, is it helps you recover, but instead of just recovering backwards, like the purple shot, it helps you recover down and backwards, so you're hitting the ground faster and can recover. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm gonna try to do it so you can see that my car recovers to the back side of the field. Here I am in the middle of the field and I still stored it. But in 1v1s that will often get defended, but as you can see I was in a great place to recover. I was right in the middle of the field and this allows me to be ready for the next shot. So 10 out of 10, you need to learn the gold shot. This is an advanced mechanic that every single GC can do. Alright, the next shot in our list, number 3, is called the purple flick. You might have seen this before, but it is so important to master and is the best way to get height on the ball from the ground. Let me show you what this looks like. What you're gonna do is you're gonna air roll and press A incredibly fast. Just like that. As soon as four wheels are on the ball after you air roll on the ground after jumping, you press A and the ball goes flying upwards just like that. Now, if you are on controller, you air roll by pressing LB. If you are on touch, you air roll by double tapping the left joystick. So those are the two ways to air roll, and then you can execute a purple flick, which is going to be able to flick the ball over your opponents and allow you to score some amazing shots. That is the fastest way to get height on the ball, so 10 out of 10, learn the purple flick. It is incredibly good. Alright, number 4 on the list is a ceiling stall. Now you might have seen someone do this before, maybe not, but this is how it works. You go up to the ceiling, you're going to press A repeatedly to hang on the ceiling and save all of your boost. Now this is incredibly important in 2v2s when you're trying to keep pressure on your opponents. In 2v2, when you're challenging, you can stay on the ceiling, keep all of your boost, and still make a challenge on the ball like I hit it right here. That is incredibly important, so I would suggest trying that out. Up next on our list is a ceiling pinch. Now I know you've done this before, but the key is to do it intentionally and with power. So let me show you how to do it. You take it up to the ceiling, and the key is to hit the side of the ball rather than the middle. So it's different than regular Rocket League. You don't want to hit it in the middle, otherwise it just dies. A misconception is that you have to flip into the ball on ceiling pinches. You really don't. So you can get a lot of power even without flipping into the ball. Ceiling pinches are super useful to clear the ball or shoot on net, even from cross map. As soon as you get very good at them, you can use them as a weapon almost anywhere on the field. So definitely learn your ceiling pinches. Up next, we're moving on to a manual flick. Now there's several different names for this, but I call it a manual flick, and this is kind of how it works. So the goal is to save your flip while getting power on the ball. So I hit some power on the ball, and I've still got my flip to finish it. Now you won't get much power if you just do a musty. like that. That is definitely an option if you're kind of low on space, but if I were you, I'd be going for the full 360. That car speed gives the ball much more power like I got right there and allows me to finish it afterwards. So do a full 360 with your car to get the best manual flick possible. Definitely learn this. There's not too many ways to score in Sideswipe since you're limited to 2D space, so a manual flick is pretty crucial to faking out your opponents and saving your flip. All right, moving on, we're gonna go to a flip reset. Now, I know you've done a flip reset, even on accident, maybe on purpose, but it probably looks like this. Let me show you. Let's say you used your flip, you got a reset, very nice, but that is too slow, too readable, and too boring. What you really need to be doing is getting flip resets intentionally while flipping into the ball rather than just letting the ball come to you. And this is one of the best ways to shoot effectively and fake out your opponents. So flipping into the ball to get a flip reset all comes down to spacing. If you remember my last tutorial on Brodoffs, we started right here, and when you flip with air roll into the ball, you get a reset like I just did right there. This distance right here shows you how far away you need to be from the ball in the air to flip into it and get a reset. Now the key is you need to be holding air roll while you are flipping into the ball. If you don't hold air roll, this happens and that does not give you a reset. You need to be holding air roll into the ball to get a reset just like that. So let me show you how it works in the air. You're gonna find the same space in the air and then air roll and flip into the ball, just like that. This one can be pretty difficult to master, so I suggest just trying it out and working on the spacing yourself. It can take some practice to learn it, especially from different angles in the air. But when you can master this and chain multiple resets together, you will be able to score on your opponents like never before. Just like that, a flip into the ball, and I even got a double tap off of it. All right, up next, we're gonna go into a boost reset. Now, once again, this is something you might have done before, but didn't realize that it was so important. So to be able to learn this, I've got to turn off unlimited boost in free play. Settings, off. Perfect. As you can see, my boost is going down, but the key is with a boost reset is you never have to worry about being too low on boost because you're gonna get some. When you are on top of the ball like this, have you noticed my boost meter is not going down at all? As you can see, it's going down here. As you can see, when I'm on top of the ball, I have unlimited boost. That is because I'm constantly resetting my boost every time all 4 wheels are touching the ball. But did you know you can use a boost reset outside of the ground and in the air? And that is how you save boost in the air and really fake out your opponents who think you're low on boost. So let me show you how that works. The key is to get on top of the ball in the air and then get your boost reset and finish the ball. As you can see, I am low on boost. I get my boost reset and now I'm able to shoot again. Didn't quite make that shot, but you get the idea. All right, we are covering one more final shot that is incredibly difficult to master with a lot of power, but that doesn't mean it is not useful. This one is the ground pinch. So we already learned the ceiling pinch a while ago, but the ground pinch is just as useful when used correctly. Now the reason this is useful is it keeps the ball low and underneath your opponents. A lot of times if you hit the ball just at the ground, it will bounce up, which is easy for your opponents to read. Let me show you what this looks like. You carry the ball up, get on the side, pinch it down, and now I know the ball is low, so I have the best read on the ball now. Most people would expect that to bounce up, but I've got control, so I'm able to read the ground pinch. Otherwise, if you just hit the ball like that, it's gonna bounce upwards, and then your opponent can take possession. This is one of the best ways to keep possession on the floor. And don't get me wrong, at high levels, people will start to anticipate this, but it's still a great way to get power on the ball and keep possession and get it underneath your opponents. Okay, I said I was just gonna teach you 10 shots, but I've got a surprise shot for you that is pretty incredible, and a lot of high-level players are using it, plus it's extremely fun to practice. This one is incredibly difficult to master, but will give you unlimited resets in the air. Let me show you how it works. This one's called an air roll stall. You want to stop your car right underneath the ball, hold air roll, and jump as soon as your car is upright back into the ball. Keep chaining this to get unlimited flip resets. This technique allows you to save boost, throw off your opponents, and overall just be incredibly flashy. I like to practice this in free play between matches too because it looks really sick and is a really difficult mechanic to practice. The air roll stall is being used by lots of good players, so I would recommend trying this out, giving it some practice. It definitely takes some practice to master, but it can be incredibly fun once you've got it sorted out. Now you've learned all 10 of my mechanics, plus a bonus to rank up extremely fast. Subscribe for more tips and to make Daniel the puppy a very happy dog. Thank you for watching.